Real talk, the housing market is doing something right now that it hasn't done in almost 20 years. And if you own a home in Las Vegas and you've been thinking about selling, you need to hear this before you make any moves. 47 out of the top 50 cities are getting weaker. Listing prices are coming in lower than 2024. Homes are taking the longest time to sell in over a decade, and sellers are now outnumbering buyers by more than 600,000 people nationwide. Now, before you panic, I'm gonna go ahead and break down all of this for you, tell you exactly what it means for Las Vegas specifically, and tell you what smart sellers are doing right now to stay ahead of it all. What's up? My name is Chriscashjalem, and I've lived in Las Vegas for over 20 years, so I have seen the boom, the bust, and the comeback stronger than ever. So go ahead and stick with me. Before I get into the numbers, let me go ahead and tell you who you're actually talking to, because I think it matters. I moved to Las Vegas over 20 years ago, and I've seen this city transform from a place people flew into on the weekends to one of the fastest growing cities in the entire country. I've been here through the '08 crash. You know, when the neighborhoods started to look like ghost towns? I was here when the market came back as well. I was here when it went crazy in 2021, and I am here right now watching it shift once again. I spent years as a radio personality in this city. I was a VIP host on the Strip. I know Las Vegas the way most realtors never will. Not just the zip codes, but the culture, the people, and the actual energy of this city. These days now, I host a podcast, I build businesses, and I sell real estate through Realty One Group. And on Saturdays, guess what? I'm coaching my kids' soccer team, basketball team, flag football team on the field somewhere in Las Vegas, the same neighborhoods I sell homes in every single day. I want you to understand something. I'm not here to just scare you into calling me. I genuinely want every homeowner in this city to win, whether you work with me or not. But I also know that the decisions you make about your home in the next 6 to 12 months could either cost you a whole bunch of money, or it can actually make you some money. And the difference is information. So let's go ahead and dive right into it. Let's dive right into it. Let's go ahead and talk about what the data is actually saying right now, because most of the headlines you are seeing right now are based on deals that were agreed weeks ago, months ago. But by the time a headline hits your phone, the market has already moved. It's shifted already. So I want to go ahead and talk about the signals. The things that tell you where the market is going and not where the market has been. Signal number one, mortgage rates are back to their highest level in 3 months. We had a moment earlier this year where rates were heading toward 5.8% on a 30-year fix. That affordability relief was real. And then oil prices spiked. The war, inflation concerns came back, and rates climbed right back up to 6.1, 6.25%. And here's what that actually means for a seller. At today's rate of 6.25%, a buyer purchasing power for a $400,000 home with 20% down is looking at nearly $2K a month before tax and insurance. To qualify for that loan, you need to be making around $106K a year. The average American family is making $23K short of that number. Every time rates tick up another 0.25%, 1.4 million more potential buyers get priced out of the market. And what that means is that's not buyers that won't buy. Those are buyers who literally can't buy. Signal number two, builders are getting nervous. 37% of home builders are dropping their prices by an average of 6%. Some are even throwing up to 14% in incentives at buyers just to move their inventory. This is your competition as a seller of an existing home. When a buyer can get a brand new house at a discount with a rate buy down thrown in, you better understand why your home needs to be positioned right. Signal number 3. The correction is already happening, just not the way people expect. National home prices grew just 1.3% for all of last year. That was the weakest full year gain since 2011. In the second half of 2025, prices actually fell 1.3%, and that downward trend has continued into 2026. Zillow is projecting just a 0.7% gain for the full year. JP Morgan is projecting 0. Once you factor in inflation running at 2.4%, every one of those predictions is actually negative in real terms. Now, this is important. I'm not telling you that the market is crashing. I honestly don't believe that it is. There's too much equity locked up in too many homes for that to actually happen. What I am telling you is that an era of easy money in real estate where you could just list any house at any price and get 10 offers in a weekend, that era is gone. And in Las Vegas specifically, that actually changes your strategy completely. Here's the thing about national housing data. It's almost useless for making a decision in Las Vegas because Las Vegas is not Miami. Las Vegas is not Austin, Texas. It's not Dallas, Texas. Those Sunbelt cities that got absolutely cooked during the pandemic boom, they're the ones seeing the biggest pullbacks right now. Florida is down 2.73% nation. Florida is down 2.73% statewide. Austin is down nearly 6% and already gave back 20% from its peak. Las Vegas is a whole different animal, and here is why. We are still a net migration destination. People are still leaving California, still leaving Seattle, still leaving high tax states and landing right here in Las Vegas. The no state income tax story does not stop. The cost of living relative to coastal cities didn't stop being more favorable. The growth happening in this city is real. We got data centers popping up. The Raiders, the A's are coming. The NBA just approved an expansion team, okay? These are real economic developments that drives real housing demand. But, and this is the part every homeowner in this city needs to hear, the buyers who are coming here are more informed than they have ever been. They are comparing your existing home to a new construction that comes with a rate buy down, closing cost incentives. They are patient and they will absolutely pass on your home that is priced wrong. Okay, the specific neighborhoods I work in every day, Huntington Cove, Skyline Ridge, Rhodes Ranch, Mountains Edge, Summerlin, Green Valley, these are still desirable. People want to live in the Southwest, but desirable does not mean you can ignore the market. Desirable means you have an opportunity to position your home correctly and actually win in this environment. One more thing on the Las Vegas market, condos. If you own a condo right now, I'm gonna go ahead and be straight with you. Condos are getting hit harder than single family homes across the country. Nationally, there are 83% more condos listed than buyers. HOA fees are rising, insurance is rising. If you own a condo in Las Vegas and you've been thinking about making a move, that conversation needs to happen sooner than later. So what do you actually do if you own a home in Las Vegas and you are thinking about selling right now? Here's how I break it down. Number one, pricing is everything and it has to be right from day one. I know every agent you talk to is going to tell you your house is worth top dollar, because that's how some agents actually win their listings. They flatter you into signing with them, and then they spend the next 60 days chasing the market down with price reductions. And so I'm telling you right now, don't fall for that. In this market, a home that is priced correctly from day one sells faster and for more money than a home that starts high and then drops. Period. Point blank, period. The data backs that up. A home that is priced right from day one sells faster and for more money than a price that prices high and drops. Number two, understand that your competition isn't just the house down the street. Your competition is new construction with builder incentives. Your competition is that seller in Florida or Austin who is dropping their prices aggressively to move their home. When you understand who you're actually competing against, you make better decisions about how to position your home. It is all about positioning. Number three, timing still matters, but not the way most people think. A lot of homeowners are sitting on their house waiting for rates to drop before they list. The logic behind that: lower rates bring more buyers, and more buyers means more offers. That is true in theory. Waiting for the perfect conditions in a shifting market is often the most expensive decision a seller can make. Number four, presentation and marketing is not optional right now. In a balanced market or a hot market, you can get away with mediocre photos. Not anymore. Buyers are scrolling through more options than ever before. Your home has about 3 seconds to stop that scroll. Professional photography, video, the right social distribution, the right story told about the home and the neighborhood. That's the difference between sitting on the market and actually selling. And number five, and this is the one that most agents won't tell you: know your number and be honest about it. What does this move actually need to accomplish for you financially? What's the real cost of waiting versus the real cost of moving now? When you're clear on your actual goal, the strategy becomes obvious. That's the conversation I want to have with every homeowner I talk to. I've been in Las Vegas for over 20 years. I've watched families build their lives in this city. I've coached kids on the field, in the neighborhoods where I help people buy and sell homes. I've talked real estate with people at barbecues, at school pickups, at community events, not because I was working with them, but because people who live here genuinely want to understand what is happening with their biggest asset. This city has given me everything: my career, from radio to hosting to real estate to the podcast I'm building right now, my family's life, the community I get to be a part of every single day, and I take that seriously. So to be clear, I am not here to push you into anything. If now is not the right time for you to sell, I will tell you that. If waiting makes more sense for your situation, I will tell you that too. I've been around long enough to know that the best clients aren't the ones that I pressure into a transaction. They're the ones I serve so well they call me every single time and send their friends and family to me for the rest of their lives. But if you are in that place where you're seriously thinking about making a move in this market, I want to be the person you talk to first. Not because I need the business, because 20 plus years in this city and everything I've seen, up markets, down markets, crashes, crazy markets, means that I can genuinely help you make the right decision. Here's how you could take the next step, whatever that looks like for you. Number one, the conversation. If you own a home in Las Vegas and want a real conversation about what it's worth and what your options are right now, the link is in the description. Book a free strategy call with me. No sales pitch, just clarity. We'll look at your specific situation, your neighborhood, your timeline, and figure out what move actually makes sense. Number two, the newsletter. Every week I send out a loss Vegas market update, neighborhood newsletter, what's moving, what's sitting, what's changing, what it means for buyers and sellers in this valley. It's free, it's useful, and it takes about a few minutes to read. The link is in the description to get that list. All right, the channel. And if you want more of this real talk about the Las Vegas market, no fluff, no hype, just straight information from someone who lives and works here, hit the subscribe and turn on the notification bell. We are building something real over here with Vegas Live Media, and I want you to be a part of it. My name is Chriscashjalem, neighbor first, realtor always, builder by nature. Las Vegas is for sale, and I'm here to help you win it. Let's go ahead and get it.